I'm gonna be so honest. At this point, I'm ashamed to be an Amazing Digital Circus fan because what have we been doing? Look, I know we've had our fun for the past three years at this point, but like, we need to calm down. Editor me here. This is your warning now. This is all mostly satire. But also, please do not harass anybody in this video. Please don't. That's all I need to say. Let's get on with the video. I love most fan theories, but some of y'all are on some stuff, and I need it because, genuinely, what type of drugs do you have to be on sometimes to make up these fan theories? Or some things y'all are coming up with in your brains, especially for the finale. Like, if I manage to find the video that I saw on my For You page, then I will put it up here. But I was just scrolling, minding my own business, and all of a sudden I get a video saying that Jax was still manipulating Ragatha after abstraction. Which, you know, okay. I would hear you out, usually, sometimes. But the thing is, this entire theory was based off of the fact that Ragatha was drinking the same drink out of the same cup that Jax did. Are y'all okay? And I'm also going to put the comment, the pinned comment that the creator made underneath the video, you know, saying that you guys just don't get it. And I genuinely cannot tell if this is satire or not. Everybody in the replies was like, a couple of people in the replies were responding to people saying that it's satire, but the thing is, the way that it was said, and the way that the video was formatted, I cannot tell if this is satire or not. If it isn't, why do you do this? It makes no sense. That's like if I, quoting one of the top comments under that video, that's like me, well, not in the reply section, said that that's like if my mom drank out of the same cup that I did. Would that mean I manipulated her? Like, apparently, according to them, it would, because I cannot understand what goes through your head while making this, because what? And usually, I'm not somebody who, you know, intrudes on others' fan theories. You can believe what you want, but, like, maybe I'm a hypocrite for saying this, because I had some pretty weird fan theories at the beginning of the show that were out of the range for the show in the first place. But, like, are you okay? All I'm gonna say for this last portion about this video is, when I die, if I get murdered, I'm hiring a fellow Amazing Digital Circus fan to find the murderer, because apparently they have the capacity to. I don't know why half of them haven't joined the FBI at this point, considering they read too far into things, but they should, because there's no way you got that Jax was manipulating Ragatha basically after death, because she just so happened to drink the same drink out of the same cup as Jax. Just let that sink in. Next up, for this segment of the video, we're going to be talking about the toxic fan base. Yay, my favorite. Because we can't have good things. And you're going to see why, if you haven't already found out why we can't have good things at this point with fandoms in general, or shows. I think the best way to start out the segment is talking about the fact that just yesterday, if I remember correctly, Gooseworks deleted her. Well, it was either Tumblr or Twitter. I will clarify on what that is. Editor me will put that up there on whether it was her Twitter or Tumblr account. But, like she did with her Blue Sky, she deleted her Blue Sky as well. Which is very valid, because if I remember correctly, didn't a couple people try doxing her or something? Doxing her or something? I don't really remember, to be honest. I could have sworn that happened. But I do remember, at one point, people were sending, animal gore, I'm pretty sure. To the voice actors, mainly Michael Kovac, from what I remember. I could be totally wrong about this. Yet again, editor me will put the answer up on screen. But if I remember correctly, people were sending animal gore to the creators. I'm so stupid, I'm sorry. This is not scripted. If you couldn't tell. But they were sending animal gore to the voice actors, which, all I'm gonna say is, yes, the voice actors, like Michael Kovac, are kind of problematic in their own rights. I'm not gonna say much in that regard, though, based off of the main controversy with Michael Kovac and some of the voice actors. I'm not gonna get into that, but because I really have no right to speak on that. I may be a fan, but, the specific topic, I have no right to speak on. So, we're not going to talk about it. But, in no way, shape, or form should that equal to animal gore. This may have been before that. Surely, I do not remember. This was 1 to 2 years ago. I barely remember any of this stuff. So, my bad if I get anything wrong in this video. But, if I remember correctly, that is what happened. Which, if that's not enough evidence that this fan base is terrible, I don't know what will. Actually, maybe the doxing started over, the fact that Ragatha, oh, wait, no. It wasn't the doxing that happened over, people were sending death threats to Gooseworks because she said, from what I remember, pretty sure she confirmed this, I could be totally wrong, I'm relying on editor me again to put that up there. I'll put the screenshots up there if I can find them, if I'm right. But, if I remember correctly, people were sending death threats to Gooseworks over the fact that she confirmed that Jax and Pomni were the main characters, and that Ragatha wasn't part of that group of main characters, which is kind of weird, and disturbing, because, yes, I know Jax got most of the screen time in the show, but I feel we got a lot more of Jax than we probably should have. I love him. He's my son. But, I do son, daughter at this point. I don't remember. I don't know what to say. But, I'd say we got a lot more of him than we should have gotten, But, yet again, it's not my show. So, I don't really have much of a say about that. But, here's the thing. You can't send death threats to a creator of a show because your favorite character isn't either getting enough screen time or isn't one of the main characters. Because it's not your decision. As I said before, I am not the creator of the show, so I have no say in what happens in said show. If I was the creator of the show, I would give Jax a bit less screen time because of how much he got. But yet again, I'm glad that I wasn't directing it, because I'd be bad at it. But you see what I mean? You're not the creator, and you didn't write the show, and so you don't get a say in what happens in the show. Sure, some things you can call out that are, like, bad in the show, sure, or that you find bad, but, like, you can't really change it. Whatever happens, happens. It's not your decision. So sending death threats to a creator because they didn't give your characters enough screen time and that they aren't the main characters is just pure idiocracy. You people are why we can't have good things. Because we live in a society. Put Joker on the screen. Alright, well, that's all I really have to say. So, bye, I guess. Go enjoy the rest of your boring life. Also, I forgot to mention on the part where I mentioned, the fact that Gooseworks deleted her Tumblr account, that I don't nobody knows exactly why she deleted it. It could have been a matter of the fan base pushing her to do it. It could be like when she deleted her Reddit, like the website wasn't fun anymore. Or it could also be that she's just taking a break from social media. Just wanted to let that be known. Bye.